Well, it's pretty neat to be able to do procedures like this, but it would be much better if we could do something based, like make decisions based on what sort of input we receive, and of course we can. Now let's I'll show you how to use the some conditional expressions, like if in cond. Alright, so we're going to define a procedure called traffic signal that takes a color red or green as its argument and returns either stop or go, and red or green are symbols and stop and go are symbols, so they just are quoted things like red, green. Alright, so let's define it. Define traffic signal. Hold on a second. Alright, lambda, and we'll take a color. Now remember, we can name this whatever we want. We're just naming it color so that it's easy to remember. Alright, this is how you use if. You do if some test which is either true or false, and then you do the well, it's called the consequent. I'll just call it if true, and then you do this, the alternative, if it's false. And you don't have to have the alternative actually, but here what we're going to make it so that if it's if it says red, then it says stop. If red, oh no, if equal color red, then we're going to say go, and if not, we're going to say, oh no, on red you stop. I forgot about that. It's a safe place to forget about that when you're sitting behind a computer rather than behind a auto. Alright, stop and then go. Alright, let's try this. Traffic signal red. Oh, it worked. Right, now let's try it with green. Green. Okay, so that one set the color to green, said if equal color red, and that's false, so then it went and said go. So it doesn't even matter if we put green in here, we could put anything in there if we wanted, like traffic signal black. I suppose like the electricity's out. Right, and it still says go. Now that's not the best thing. What about yellow? Traffic signal yellow. Right, it still says go. So let's make it a little better so that if it says yellow, then we'll make it so it says like caution. Okay, so how do we do that? So if the color equals red, we do want it to say stop still. That's pretty much a given. But we don't necessarily want it to say go. So we have to do something in this else here. And so what we're going to do is put another if statement in. Let's try that here. If equals color yellow, then we'll say caution, and otherwise we'll say if it's not equal to yellow, then it's probably equal to green, so we'll put go. Alright, now there's all the parentheses are done, but we'll put them back up here anyways. Alright, now let's run this in try traffic signal yellow. Caution. Alright, that worked. And then we'll try it with green. See if that works. Right. Traffic signal green. Go. Alright, but then this still doesn't handle if you put in black or something like that. black. Go. Alright, so let's say it's broken. We'll say broken as a return signal if you get anything other than green. Alright, so how are we going to check that? We check for red and yellow. Let's check for green with another if statement. If equal color green, and what do we want to do there? We want to say go, else we'll say broken. I'll finish that up. Alright, now let's just say broken when we do this. Traffic signal black, broken. Alright, now this is a bit confusing. It's a lot of if statements, and this one here, there are, whenever you put an if statement within an if statement, it's called a nested if statement. And that's alright if you've only got to do, you know, a few in a row, but if you've just got a big list of things like this, doing nested if statements is a bit confusing. And that's why we have the con signal. So we're just going to go down here and define. We'll call it something else. We'll just call it T signal. That's a little bit easier. Alright, lambda color. Now here's the beauty of cond. Now in this form you basically do a bunch of lists, predicates, whether or not they're true and false. So we'll put like one there, well I'll just show you. Alright, so first one we'll do equal color red, and then we'll put stop. Next one we'll put equal color yellow, caution, equal color green, go. Alright, and then else we'll put broken, and that's it. I will explain that to you in a second here, but it's really quite easy to understand. T signal black, T signal red. Right, alright, so what would that do? For T signal red, the color was red, so it goes to this conditional statement here, goes to the first bit here, and it says, well, is red equal to the color? And it is, so it says stop, and that's it. It doesn't go and do the rest of this, because it already, as soon as it finds one of these things that are true, it stops and it returns whatever it tells it to do. Alright, now for the black one, so it says T signal black. First it checks to see if it's red, it's not. Check to see if it's yellow, nope. Green, false. And then this else one, just else basically means true. So whatever happens here, by the time it gets to else, it means it's going to do whatever that is. So it just says broken. Alright, so that's quite easy then. Now what about if statements? What if you just give them something? Let me show you if statements don't really need to return anything. Okay, so like if true, let's return yes. Alright, but what if we just do that and we put if false, then return yes? Now what's it going to do? And it does nothing. It returns nothing at all. Now if we put, that's because we did not put an alternative statement here. We should put if false, no, then return that. There we go. So you don't have to return something that's alternative, unless of course you're expecting something back from your if statement, then you'll want to do that. Alright, well I hope that you understand cond and if now.